What's good, people? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to try and break down a little bit on how you can become a better rider, better racer, and that's without really I know there's plenty of videos out there that are like how to manual, how to wheelie, but it's going to be in a different way. I'm going to do basically a tip per run that I do on the uplift today, so that I'm getting my riding in. We're only a couple weeks out from the race season starting, so yeah, just gonna make sure that I can keep some riding in, stay sharp, and yeah, I'll do a little bit of talking on the runs and yeah, break it down for you guys. So hopefully you can learn something out of this. I think it'll be really cool. So let's go. Right, so run one, tip number one that I use and have used to become a better rider. So we're going to talk about the scope for bike settings. You know, there's kind of endless opportunities from tire pressures to suspension setup to bar roll, lever position. Regarding suspension settings, you know, it's really personal preference, and it can make a massive difference to the grip and the feedback that you get for your body, for your hands, legs. It's probably worth just experimenting with tire pressures. For me, I usually run a lower pressure when it's really wet or quite greasy, like today. When it's drier, more hard pack, like bike park stuff, I'm usually on a much higher pressure. In the wet, tire pressure can vary from 25 in the rear to 20 in the front. It just kind of depends. Running a lower pressure will give you more grip. The tire will squirm, so it's kind of whatever you feel like suits you better. Talking about bar roll, so that's one of the things that can affect your riding position on the bike. You roll your bars forward, it will tip you forward on the bike, make you ride a little bit more aggressive. If you roll your bars back, it will allow you to be a little bit more further back on the bike, balance your weight out. My handlebars right now are pretty much dead center. Feel like I can balance my body weight more. And then yeah, if we're on to brake position, I really feel like I see a lot of people that ride their brakes pointing really far down. And you know, if your brakes are tilted that way, you're putting more weight through your arms, you're rolling your hands essentially over the grips, where I don't consider my brakes being super flat, but they're enough so that when I sit my hands on the bars, the levers are right there and I don't have to roll my wrists. It's like a relaxed feeling. So yeah, that works for me, but I think you guys should maybe try and apply that. It might help your riding, give you less arm pump or whatever. So yeah, that's the tips on some bike setup. Not necessarily giving you the details, but letting you guys know what you can change and work on yourself. Regarding the suspension setup and stuff, usually you can go onto websites like Fox if you run Fox suspension, or most suspension manufacturers have guidelines and recommendations for your weight, and that's a good starting point for sure. So whatever bike you have, you don't necessarily have to upgrade to the best suspension, the most expensive stuff. You can pretty much tune what you have, and yeah, the controls that come on your bike, you don't have to buy the best brakes, because I know everyone's not in a position to do that, but there's ways that you can improve your cockpit setup with your brakes, your bars, to make you feel more comfortable on the bike as a whole. So yeah, and that was dry up there, really nice. Tip number 2 is line choice. So you don't have to be a great rider to know line choice. There's many different options. So I'm picking this track to give you an example of what keeping your eyes open can do. So, for example, this section here, so as you can see, I came in middle here, super wide section, lots of line choice, but if you aren't kind of keeping your eyes open, you'll probably settle for, let's just say, the left line, the line that I just did. But as you can see, there's a direct route straight through the middle. It is way rougher, but a lot quicker, much straighter, and yeah, it's just about being creative, really. And it can help you to make things easier on you. And if you're, you know, trying to improve your riding and become a faster rider, things like this can make a difference. And yeah, we'll go up, we'll give that straight line a shot, and you'll obviously be able to see how much straighter and how much faster it is. It's not all about speed, of course, but just showing you what, you know, keeping your eyes open can do, and being creative. And sometimes, you know, by keeping your eyes open and being aware that there are other lines out there other than just the main line, can actually be safer as well. You know, if you don't feel comfortable in a particular section, just have a look, see what the options are. We'll drop in. So, same line. Wow. Up high. So yeah, just by keeping your eyes open, you can make the slightest little changes. Up high there. Up higher in the stump. I always find line choice is always such a good way to improve your riding, find the best option for you. Even, for example, a section like this bomb hole that's wide, the main line is so rough. And yeah, if you're a capable enough rider, you can land, pull up high, go in the grass, but that's not the only option. There's a right line, it's not the fastest, but you know, we're not all the same level of rider, so there's options for everyone. So yeah, keep your eyes open, folks. So hopefully some of those tips on that run can help you out. Line choice, super key, important thing. Changes a lot of things. Yeah, I've always considered myself a really kind of creative rider with lines, sometimes even doing lines that are questionable, but as far as like, are they really worth it? But it's always cool to experiment. So the final tip that we're going to talk about is riding with faster people or with your mates. I always find that riding with a group of friends helps you elevate your riding and your abilities on the bike, and you can all encourage each other to push harder, have a load of fun in this more relaxed environment. other one is by riding with faster people, and essentially that does the same thing, and you can learn from the person that's in front of you if they are faster, where they're making that difference, what lines they're doing. I did that as a kid, followed the likes of Rory Cunningham, Danny Hart, and yeah, it really helped progress my riding. And you know, if I couldn't keep up with them, that's okay, but you can learn a lot from following other people. And I still do it to this day. No matter if you're the fastest rider in the world or whatever it may be, or you're just starting out and doing some enduro trails or whatever it may be, it can always help you progress. It can kind of push you out of your comfort zone, and yeah, like I said, you can pick up on things quicker than riding with yourself that you might not spot. So yeah, riding with other people, groups of mates, faster rider, definitely something that you guys could take into consideration for progression and learning quicker. So that's me pretty much finished up a day of uplifting in Alethan. Super fun day. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tips that I gave you and can somehow relate that towards your riding, and I hope that it helps you in some way. We're pretty much a couple weeks out from racing now. I fly out to Milan a week on Tuesday and we're going racing. Right now everything's kind of the green light basically. Things obviously are changing very last minute, but just keeping an eye on that. Yeah, pretty excited to go racing, but yeah, we've only got this is only going to be one upload this week. Yeah, basically pretty busy getting stuff ready for going away. So yeah, I'll have some videos coming for you guys from Zermatt. Probably upload one once we get there, we check the area out. Maybe do a little bit of riding if it's possible, but I want to stay fresh for practice. I will have a race vlog out from Zermatt, hopefully the week after the race. We'll see how that goes, but that's the plan, to bring you guys along with me. And yeah, it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be a different race, that's for sure. A lot is going to be new. So yeah, make sure you give the video a like if you're enjoying the vids and are excited for the first race vlog of the year, which will be coming up pretty soon. And also, if you aren't subscribed already, please do. Buzzing to see that there are new people subscribing to the channel and enjoying the videos and interacting. So yeah, super stoked with all that. Hope you're all well, stay safe, healthy, and we'll see you in the next one.
How that sound? Yeah, that sound good. Tell them